A brand new atmosphere and venue was unveiled for the 37th annual Essex County Wrestling Tournament, which moved to the Richard J. Codey Arena in West Orange to display some of the top talent not only in Essex County, but also in New Jersey as a whole, as several Essex grapplers are considered either bona fide state title contenders or at least high place winners on a potential basis, looking ahead to the NJSIAA Individual State Tournament in March at Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City. Starting out the championship matches at 103 in the Essex County Tournament were Seton Hall Prep's highly ranked sophomore Brendan Callis, who has been ranked in the top 8 in the state at 112 this season, and Caldwell's own fine 10th grader Mike Della Riva. Quick and efficient with his moves, Callis took control and pinned Della Riva and 5-23, marking his third fall in as many matches in the 2011 ECT. Callis says he will stay at 103 the rest of the way, a weight he is both comfortable and efficient at. At 112 was the defending county champion, sophomore Robert Trombetta of Nutley, facing a familiar foe, senior Chris Rossetti of Bloomfield. Rossetti had pinned Trombetta in 3:46 in the District 14 final last year, while Trombetta had come back to earn a 6-4 decision over Rossetti in the Region 4 semifinals. In the 2011 ECT final bout, it was Trombetta, the Maroon Raider, who earned a tough 7-5 decision over Rossetti for his second straight county title. At 119 pounds, Belleville junior Justin Colon, entering the final at 25-1 in the season, faced sophomore Mike Marotti of West Essex, a fine young grappler in his own right. Colon's older brother, Filiberto Colon, a 2008 graduate of Belleville, had been the county's last 4-time champion. Justin, etching his own fine scholastic mat career, had recently earned his 100th career victory in the ECT quarters. Colon utilized a double leg for 5 key points just a half-minute into the championship match, and then maintained firm control for a 10-1 decision. Moving to 125 pounds, another of the tournament's defending champions, sophomore Jason Esteves of Livingston, facing West Essex outstanding senior Jimmy Champy, one of the leaders of a strong Knights contingent on hand for the finals. Esteves and Champy went at it like two evenly matched wrestlers that they are, and it was defending champion Esteves earning a narrow 7-6 decision for his second straight county crown. Moving ahead to 130 pounds was one of the state's very best. In fact, the #1 ranked 130-pounder in the entire state, and West Essex senior Anthony Parati facing West Orange junior Desagny Freed. Parati, who had finished 6th in the state last year at 119, took control on top early on and maintained his dominance, registering an impressive 8-0 decision over his Mountaineer opponent to improve to 21-0 on the season. The 135-pound weight class featured another outstanding Nutley Maroon Raider and Michael Ferindi, an experienced senior with great skills, taking on Cedar Grove senior Nick DeFrenza, showing great poise on his feet and scoring 3 different times with a double leg. Ferindi eventually worked his way into position to register a pin at 350, bettering his season mark to 21-2. 140-pound weight class would prove to have historic proportions, with Seton Hall Prep's dynamic senior Lou Mascola, a three-time county, district, and region champ, looking to become just the 7th four-time ECT champ. He's going up against junior Tom Condari of Verona. Mascola, who is long and athletic for a 140-pounder, converted all of his moves with effectiveness, on his way to a technical fall 19-3 at the 350 mark. Mascola joins Belleville's Filiberto Colon, Glen Ridge's Joe Dubuque, Livingston's Pat Tribuco, Seton Hall Prep's own Angelo D'Elia, who's now an assistant coach for the Pirates, Caldwell's Mike Kopaniski, and Milburn's Mark Lombardi as four-time ECT champions.
Becoming a four-time Essex County champion. Congratulations.
Moving on to 145 pounds, another veteran fine wrestler of ECT mat wars is senior Jason Cratch, taking up the upcoming sophomore Brad Crossman of Livingston. Cratch, the Caldwell senior, showed his ability both on his feet and on the top position to post a workmanlike 7-3 decision for his county championship. At 152 pounds, was one of Essex County's very best wrestlers, but perhaps a young man flying under the radar just a bit in terms of not being state ranked, and that's West Essex senior Frank Marotti, facing Milburn junior Simon Levin. Marotti showed why he's going to be tough to beat in district, region, and state tournament competition, impressing with a 13-5 decision over his Miller opponent to take home another individual county crown for the Wessex Knights. Moving to 160, two seniors making their mark during their final high school campaigns. Top-seeded Joseph Garish of Newark Academy taking on Seton Hall Prep's Nicholas Mattia. In a tightly contested match, it was the Pirates' Mattia earning a 3-1 decision over the Minuteman, who is the son of Newark Academy head coach Jay Garish, a former Scholastic standard himself, having wrestled at West Essex back in 1978. At 171, a definite state title contender is Montclair's senior Otis Wright, who was fourth in Atlantic City at 160 last March and should be a challenger for a state crown at either 160 or 171 this season. Wright, battling a bad head cold, went face-to-face with West Orange's tough senior Pasquale Lewis, who, like Wright, is a very good football player for his high school team in the fall. Wright did just enough to get the points he needed and perhaps not test himself too much down the stretch, and not having his best day perhaps, but enough to emerge as a 3-1 winner and as a two-time champion in the ECT with his 3-1 decision over Lewis. At 189, another Mountie on the mats, this one up-and-coming junior Dante Bellamy, who had won the Newark Academy Invitational just earlier this month, was facing Verona outstanding senior Colin Farrowell, who had just recently picked up his 100th career win and was an 8th-place finisher in the States last year in Atlantic City. In one of the day's better matches, Bellamy took an early lead and had upset on his mind as he maintained an advantage well into the second period before Farrowell asserted himself, making a couple of critical moves for big points and went on to post a 9-5 decision over his Montclair foe for a county title. At 2:15, two wrestlers looking to make their mark on the North Jersey scene in their senior seasons, Verona's Anthony Parra and West Orange's George Christian. Both young men are strong and very capable, but Christian had the upper hand when it mattered most, and the Mountaineer earned a 5-3 decision over his hillbilly opponent for his first county crown. Now to the heavyweight, where fourth-place finisher from the 2010 state tournament, West Orange senior strongman Emiliano Betancourt showed why he will be a prime contender for a state title in March. And posting his fourth pin at the Essex County Tournament, the Mountaineer strongman registered a fall of Newark Eastside senior Christian Delgado in just 1:42, posting his second straight ECT crown. In the final team standings, West Essex edged out Seton Hall Prep 198-196 for the night's first ECT title since 1981. Last year's champion West Orange was third with 185.5 points, and Nutley was fourth with 133.5. Livingston and Verona were fifth and sixth respectively. West Essex, a strong challenger in Group 2, and Seton Hall, hopeful in non-public A, certainly proved that they are the top two teams in the county this season. Now teams will move on from team state sectionals to the districts, regions, and finally the state individual tournament in the coming weeks. All told, the ECT was a huge success at the Codey Arena, with several wrestlers ready to make their mark down the line on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. For Sideline Chatter and NJ Hotshots, this is Steve Tobin.